Tapi sabi ko, kung kumita ko, betres ni Antika.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, keynote speakers, and participants joining us from various parts of the world, good morning. On behalf of the organizer, I am honored to welcome you to guest lecture under the theme Patterns of Nature, Decoding the Mathematics Behind It. Hosted by Mathematics Education Study Program, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Patimura University. First of all, let us praise to the Almighty God. Because of His blessing, we are able to attend this lecture. Before we begin, allow me to respectfully acknowledge the presence of the respectable the Dean of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, on this occasion as represented by Vice Dean for Students Affairs, Cooperation and Alumni, Professor Dr. Anderson L. Palinusa, MPD. The distinguished our keynote speakers, Mis Rani Jose, B.Sc, M.Sc, Assistant Professor Depth of Mathematics, St. Dominic's College, Kanjirippally, Kerala, India. The Honorable Chairman of Mathematics Education Study Program, Mr. Dharma Andreas Nilawayan, MPD. The Honorable Lectures of Mathematics Education Study Program, who is pleased to be present at this time.
Oh, kasih nama IPTC.
And the Honorable all invited guests, presenters, and all participants who have joined this hybrid lecture. We are delighted to have you all with us today. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Veno Cynthia Korlaimau. It is an honor to become your Master of Ceremony in this morning. And to begin with, allow me to read out the agenda for our lecture. First, opening. Second, guest lecture session. Third, closing. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to honor our country, let us all singing the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya.
Recording in progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next agenda, which is the welcoming remark by the Chairman of Mathematics Education Study Program, Mr. Dharma Andreas Nilawayan, MPD. Mr. Dharma, the floor is yours.
Thank you, host, for the opportunity. Distinguished Vice Dean for Student Affairs, Cooperation and Alumni, Professor Dr. Anderson Palinusa, Honorable Lecturers from Mathematics Education Department, Honorable Keynote Speaker, Mis Rani Jose, Master of Science from Saint Dominic's College, Kerala in India, respectable students of Department of Mathematics Education, Patimura University, respectable participants who also connected online. Good morning to all of us. First of all, let us praise God Almighty for His blessings and guidance that make us possible to connected in this guest lecture. Today, we will start this guest lecture by inviting our keynote speaker, Mis Rani Jose. There are things that I need to emphasize that guest lecture is not only regular academic activities that has been scheduled for every semester, but I would like to emphasize that this is the moment for us to reflect, to reflect, to enrich, to improve our knowledge in mathematics, and mathematics education. Our keynote speaker today will address the topic decoding patterns of nature, decoding the mathematics behind it. She will try to view or to see the nature in the perspective of mathematics. I hope that we use this moment, this opportunity to gain more knowledge by focusing during this guest lecture. My appreciation also to those who arranged this guest lecture, today's guest lecture. I hope that this guest lecture will give more benefit to all of us, not only in mathematics education department, but for all of us who connected in this Zoom meeting. God bless all of us. Thank you very much. I leave it back to host. Thank you. Peno, I leave it back to you. Please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Dharma, for your welcoming remark. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to a significant moment to our opening ceremony. It's our great honor to invite Vice Dean for Student Affairs, Operation and Alumni, the Honorable Professor Dr. Anderson L. Palinusa, MPD, to deliver welcoming address and also officially open the guest lecture. Professor Palinusa, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Shalom. Salve, nama budaya, salam kebajikan, rahayu. Respect my Mis Rani Jose, B.Sc, M.Sc. As our speaker from Department Mathematics, State Dominic College, Kerala, India. Welcome to Patimura University. My respect has head of the Department of Mathematics Education, Universitas Patimura, and lecture, have guest lecture participant. This guest lecture aims to broaden insight into mathematics topics, especially about patterns of natural, decoding the mathematics behind it. We hope that participants can follow this activity will to have a positive impact on the development of field of mathematics. From that reason, with good today to good, I officially open this activity. That is all, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Palinusa, for your insightful address and officially opening our lecture. Ladies and gentlemen, now opening ceremony is complete. But before we step on to the next session, which is the guest lecture, the organizer want to thanks to all the guests and participants of this ceremony. And we hope that all of you can participate and enjoy this lecture until the end. The Honorable ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to start the guest lecture of this morning. The session will be guided by our moderator, Mr. Dharma Andreas Nilawayan, MPD. Mr. Dharma, the floor is yours.
Thank you, host Veno, for the opportunity. Once again, good morning to all participants. Now we are proceed to the main session of this guest lecture. In this session, our keynote speaker Mis Rani Jose, Master of Science from Saint Dominic's College in Kerala, India, will address his speech, will address his presentation. And I would like to thank to Ms. Rani for for accepting our invitation and also attending today's guest lecture. For for all of us, Ms. Rani is a lecturer at Department of Mathematics in Saint Dominic's College in Kerala, India. And the topic that she will address to all of us is patterns of nature, decoding mathematics behind it. So I assume that this topic will explore the nature in the perspective of mathematics. For Ms. Rani, the line is yours, please.
A very good morning to all of you. Is it audible?
Yes. Yeah. Good
Okay.
morning. Yeah.
First of all, I would like to thank Professor Dharma for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with you all on this beautiful morning. I know him as a friend for the past 3 years, and I truly admire him as a wonderful human being and a dear friend. And also, I thank you for your kind words about me. I thank the faculty members of Department of Mathematics of the university for giving this opportunity. Let's move on to our topic of the day. Will you please allow me to share the presentation? It's written, the host isn't allowing sharing of this meeting.
Yes, Ms. Rani, you can share your screen with all of us. Okay.
But it's written here that sharing is not turned on.
Okay, I'm sorry, we're still working on it. Okay, please
Okay.
wait for a moment.
Okay.
Okay, please try once again.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see?
That's very clear. Yes.
Okay, thank you. This is our topic, that is the patterns of nature, decoding the mathematics behind it. Before that, as we all know, in nature we can find a lot of applications of mathematics, and that's why mathematics is known as the queen of science itself. Okay, here we are rewinding some of the known topics where we can find the applications in this nature. Can anyone say what does this figure represents? Is it audible for students also, no? Can you interpret what this figure means?
I assume this picture reminds me to fractal geometry. Fractal geometry. Sorry, Ida.
High level of answer. Okay. As is in the student view, I can say that some may interpret it as like the structure of a tree. And sometimes we can interpret it as the neural network in our body, human body. And some others can interpret as the internet connections, that networking in our whole world. If we reverse that figure upward down, it's something like, it resembles like the root system of a tree. Like that way, in varies from person to person, our imaginations may vary. But there is a mathematics behind this structure. And what Dharma sir said is correct. It's known as the fractal structure, fractal geometry. And today, I like to discuss more about this in our topic. Here are two main mathematicians, that is Leonardo Benacci and Benoit Mandelbrot. Both of them are famous mathematicians and their works are mainly known in botany. And Benacci, he is famous for the Fibonacci numbers, and Mandelbrot is known as the father of fractals. And before coming that, we want to know what is a Fibonacci number. Let me ask to the students, not to teachers, not to the faculty, but to the students. What do you mean by the sequence? Sequence of a numbers? Any answer, please?
Saudari mahasiswa, mohon mengomentari penyampaian dari narasumber kita. Bisa menggunakan bahasa Indonesia, bisa diketik di kolom chat. I'm sorry, Mis Rani, try to speak in bahasa, so maybe to make this discussion more smooth. Okay.
Okay, no problem. As a layman concept, a sequence is just an ordered list of numbers that follows a particular row. Okay. Here, in case of Fibonacci number, here we are taking initially two values, that is f0 is equal to 0 and f1 is equal to 1. And a particular rule is applying, that's the recurrence relation. Fn plus 2 is equal to fn plus 1. For n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. That means if we are substituting 0, n is equal to 0, then the recurrence relation becomes f2 is equal to f0 plus f1, and substituting the initial values, that is equal to 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. That means we get f2 is equal to 1. When we substitute n is equal to 1, then f3 is equal to f1 plus f2. That means 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So this way we can find f4, f5, f6 and so on. That means we get the numbers 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, like that way. And this is a sequence. And this sequence is called a Fibonacci sequence. And in Fibonacci sequence, the main two conditions are, we want to know the initial values, that is 0 and 1, and also know the recurrence relation, fn plus 2 is equal to fn plus 1. And the numbers or the terms in that sequence is called Fibonacci numbers. And in nature, we can find a lot of application of this Fibonacci numbers. And here I am discussing some examples. Where do Fibonacci numbers appears in nature? First main example is flowers itself. In flowers, the number of petals is always a Fibonacci number. Here I showed some figures, 9 figures, and in that we can see the number of petals is same as that of the Fibonacci number. This is true for 99% of flowers in the nature. There is a 1% of error time. Okay, that may happen anywhere in our society. Okay. But I can say that in case of flowers, the number of petals is always a Fibonacci number. Next, coming to here I am shown a tree structure. As we all know, in case of a tree, it's a 3-dimension case. So it's a drawn figure. It's in a 2-dimensional space. You can see horizontal lines in this figure. And each horizontal line passes through the branches of the figure. Okay, branches of that tree. Coming from, if we are taking from the bottom of the figure, the horizontal line passing through the first horizontal line from the bottom. It passes through only one branch. Second horizontal line, it passes through two branches. In third horizontal line, it passes through three branches. That means at first you get one, then two, then three, then five. That's going on. It's a Fibonacci sequence. You may think that it's a drawn figure. That's why I am keeping this rule. No. I will explain you later how it's able, this Fibonacci sequence exists in the tree. Okay. Here is another two example, that is pineapple and a pine cone. In case of pineapple, in pineapple we can find fruitlets. Fruitlets in some region it is called as the eyes of the pineapple. Okay. Here there are three figures, and in the first figure the fruitlets are spiraling gradually, and in the second figure it's spiraling in a medium slope, and in the third figure it's spiraling in a steep slope. And the total number of spirals in the pineapple. In case of first one, it's a gradual slope. The number of spirals, it is written as 8. In medium slope, it is written as 13. And steep slope, it is written as 21. These three numbers are Fibonacci numbers. But it's not mean that in every pineapple, the value is same as 8, 13, and 21. It varies. It varies on the basis of the size of the pineapple. Number of fruitlets also increases. That's why it varies. But one thing is so sure, that the number of spirals is always a Fibonacci number. And one more thing is that I said about the spiral. There are a lot of fruitlets in that one spiral. Okay. The number of fruitlets in that one spiral is also a Fibonacci number. That's a wonderful thing. Another one is pine cone. In this figure, you can see the number of spirals in clockwise as well as anti-clockwise direction. You can see. Can you see my cursor? Okay. You can see that is clockwise and anti-clockwise spirals. And both total number of spirals in clockwise direction as well as in anti-clockwise direction is always a Fibonacci number. And here I discussed only four examples where we can find the Fibonacci number, but there are a lot. Okay. Next concept is that of golden ratio, which is very much related to Fibonacci number. Let's first find the definition. For quantities A and B with 0 less than B less than A is in golden ratio to B if A plus B by A equal to A by B. Here you can see one line segment of length A plus B. A and B are also given. You can see that A is greater than B. And if this line segment satisfies the condition A plus B by A equal to A by B, then that ratio can be said as the golden ratio. And it is usually denoted by alpha. And that value is 1 plus root 5 by 2. That is equal to 1.618. It's very common value. And next thing is that how this golden ratio relates to Fibonacci sequence. How is the golden ratio related to the Fibonacci sequence? Then, as we all know, what are the Fibonacci sequence? That is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Like that way it's going on.
Fibonacci.
Bapak Ibu yang mohon mematikan mikrofon, Bapak Ibu.
Two consecutive
Related to the Fibonacci sequence.
Okay. Consider two Fibonacci numbers, that is 2 and 3. Then their ratio, that is 3 by 2, is equal to 1.5. Next numbers 3 and 5, their ratio 5 by 3 is equal to 1.666. 5 by 5 and 8, their ratio 8 by 5 is equal to 1.6. And coming to the last part of the table, you can see I took 88 and 144. Their ratio 144 divided by 88 is equal to 1.618. That means for higher values of n, Fn plus 1 by Fn is approximately equal to 1.618, which is a golden ratio. So we can say that there is a relation between the Fibonacci sequence and golden ratio. And the next important concept is golden angle. In case of golden ratio, we say about the a line segment of length a plus b. If that line segment becomes the circumference of a circle, and the circle, you can see the figure, a circumference of a circle with a circle with the circumference a plus b, whose longer arc is of length a and its smaller arc is of length b, and satisfying the condition same as that of the golden ratio, that is a plus b by a equal to a by b, then the angle subtended by the smaller arc of length b is called the golden angle. Okay, how can we find the angle subtended by an arc? Is there any equation? Angle subtended by an arc. We have the equation, that is, we can find theta in radians, that is equal to arc length divided by radius of the circle. Okay, arc length divided by radius of this circle. The value we are getting is in radian. We can convert it into degree. And if this condition a plus b by a is equal to a by b is satisfied, then that degree value is a 137.5 degree. And that value is the golden angle. And golden angle have a lot of applications, and that we are going to discuss. If you look at this figure, you can see that in general, leaves never arranged one above the other. There always be a slight change in angle in the arrangement of leaves. Okay, you can never see such a figure like this way, one above the other. That slight change, that is very much important in case of a tree. And that means it makes an angle from one node of the leaf to the nearest leaves another node. And that angle is always 137.5. And this is shown in figure. Here is a figure from picture from the upside. That means from one leaf to another leaf, its angle is 137.5. The other value is 222.5, means 360 minus 137.5. Okay, so I said this is happening in leaf. In case of branches also, the same thing is happening. That means from one branch to the next branch, it makes an angle of 137.5. And the same thing is happening in the bunch of flowers. That means one flower to another flower. It's also in one, this making the golden angle. And another important thing, in case of petals of the flower, each petal is arranged making an angle of 137.5, and also coming to the seeds of fruits, there also this angle is a golden angle, concept of golden angle is applied. Okay. In case of biologists, they usually use the concept of phyllotaxy. That means in a plant, the leaves are arranged, the arrangement of leaves in a plant. There are different ways, but this concept is purely based on our mathematics. That means this happens only when this golden angle occurs. Okay. So what is the use of this golden angle in case of plants? That is the important thing. The phyllotaxy allows the maximum light exposure of leaves. As you know, by getting this maximum light only, they can make photosynthesis process, and it's very much important for a case of a tree. And in case of flowers, you can see the figure of a flower, and its first petal you can see, and it's going to the second petal. It makes an angle of 137.5. From second petal to third petal, it makes an angle of 137.5, and third to fourth, that's also an angle of 137.5. That means when you remove the petals from a flower, you can see some nodes in that flower, and you can see that these nodes never arranged in a straight line. There are some inclinations. It makes a small change of angles in the nodes of that flower petals. And this is mainly because it uses the concept of a golden angle. And what is the use of using this concept of golden angle in case of flowers? It minimizes the overlapping between the adjacent petals. This makes the flower beautiful. And next concept is that of golden spiral. That is a logarithmic spiral formed by connecting opposite corners of squares with sides in a Fibonacci sequence. That means in case of a Fibonacci sequence, we know that the main numbers are
I'm sorry,
1.
Ms. Rani.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry to interrupt. I just
Okay, no
want
problem.
to inform that maybe there are some part in your presentation that uh, hidden by the black rectangle. Seems like it's your mouse. Because when you move it, okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. Just please go on.
We have a Fibonacci sequence. That means 1, 1, 2, 3, like that way it's going. We are making squares by using these Fibonacci sequence numbers. Okay. First number is 1. We are making a square of side length 1. Then the second number is also 1. We are making another square of side length 1. Then joining these two values. Then another square of side length 2 is made, and it is also connected to the other two squares. You can see in this figure 1, 1, 2. Then square of side length 3 is put adjacent to them. Then after that, square of side length 5 is put, and all these next one is 8, next one is 13, 21, 34. All are Fibonacci numbers, and all are the squares made of the side length having the Fibonacci number as its side length. And we are making a logarithmic spiral connecting the opposite sides more diagonal ends of the squares. And it looks like something like shell. Okay, and this is known as the golden spiral. Golden spiral, it is very much connected to that of the Fibonacci sequences. And the next concept is, okay, one more thing. We can see in plants, golden spiral is found in the in case of climbers. Going to the tip part of the climber, you can see this golden spiral concept. Okay. Next is the fractal geometry. Fractal geometry, first of all, you heard from Professor Dharma itself, that word. And it's a branch of mathematics focused on complex shapes and patterns that exhibits self-similarity at different scales. The main thing is that it's a pattern, it's a geometric structure, and also it exhibits self-similarity in various scales. Here, I show one figure. In the last part of the figure, that's known as the Sierpinski's triangle. And the important thing about Sierpinski triangle, by the first view itself, it seems like an equilateral triangle. It's made up of equilateral triangles itself. Okay, equilateral triangle means all the three sides are same. If we magnify or zoom this figure, you can see another Sierpinski triangle inside that. If we magnify more and more, then we are able to find this Sierpinski's triangles. So the self-similarities occurs there. But while magnifying, we will get this Sierpinski's triangle. Otherwise, it's in a smaller, means in different scales, we can find the equilateral triangles inside it. And this fractal geometry we can find for, if we are taking the picture of mountains, then we can see fractal geometry. In case of clouds, we can see. There are many examples. Coming to our trees, here are two examples. First one is the leaf skeleton. And in that, you can see many veins in that leaf skeleton. And there are, you can see the small veins and one main vein is also there. The structure of small vein in this figure, it resembles the same pattern of that of the main vein in this skeleton of the leaf. So we can find this fractal structure in this leaf. Here is another leaf that is known as fern leaf, and it's a compound leaf. That means it's made up of many little leaves. Okay. And if we are taking one leaflet of this compound leaf, it shows the same structure as that of the compound leaf. So here comes the same definition. That means it's a pattern which exhibits self-similarity at different scales. Okay. So fractal geometry is very much important in coming to a full line stretch tree. You can see the branches of that tree. It's also explicits the behavior of fractal geometry. And in case of top part also, we can see the structure remains like that of the fractal geometry. So, as I said in my first slide, I asked you to interpret the structure. Then I said that it sometimes seems like a tree. Sometimes it seems like the root system of a tree. Like that way. Sometimes it's like neural network of our human body. So it's a pattern. So it's a structure. And that structure is known as a fractal geometry. And Next is, what is the importance of fractal geometry in case of fractals in case of a tree? This is inside you can see one figure of a tree without leaves. You can see that its structure is keep on maintaining in smaller scales also. And the main use of this fractal geometry in tree is maximize the surface area for functions like sunlight absorption and nutrients intake. And coming to the root system, there also we can see the you can see the figure in there. Also, we can see the fractal structure. It improves the soil stability and water absorption in case of a root. So, I can say that mainly three concepts
Elen,
are
padahal kita makan dongkas di tetilai.
mainly three concepts are working in case of a tree. That is, one is Fibonacci sequence, second one is golden angle, and third one is fractals. These three important things make the tree such beautiful as well as the existence of tree. Coming to animals, mainly human beings, animals, we can see the other main things. That means the Fibonacci sequence is there. It's the golden ratio is working. The next one is golden spiral that I said you earlier. Golden spiral and fractals. All these concepts work in case of animals also. Here, you can see the one person's hand, and you can see the length is taken as A, B, and C, capital letter A, B, and C. That means it's a length from one joint to another joint. Length of the bone taking from one joint to another joint, and for different persons the length may varies. Okay, if it's a small child, the length is in very small value. If it's a matured person, okay, it's a greater value. But one thing is that their ratio. Here you can see I took the length as capital A, capital B, and capital C, and C by B equal to B by A, and that value is always equal to the golden ratio, that is 1.618. And coming to the arm also, the same thing happens. So, for a perfect body structure, it's important that the golden ratio is obeyed. And usually, you can see the full body structure of a person. Here, the height and the navel height, that is height is taken as a AE from AE divided by navel height, that is from CE. That is always a golden ratio. In the same way, navel height divided by the distance from navel to the top of the head is always a golden ratio. In case of some competitions, these things are taken under consideration for finding the person with a very good body structure. And also, golden spiral is found in various sections, and it's shown in figure. In case of ears also, we can find the golden spiral. The main painting of Mona Lisa, that's also, it satisfies the condition of this golden spiral. That's why it's known as the beautiful painting, beautiful lady. And in body, I said that neural network in our body, that's a fractal. The same thing happen in lungs also. This is an example. In lungs, we can see veins are going. That's in taking the structure of a fractalism. This helps in absorbing high quality of air inside the lungs. So we can say that I discussed here only about the trees and human body. These are the main things I discussed, but we can see lot of things that's related to these three concepts. The main concepts I discussed is a Fibonacci number, then golden ratio, golden angle, golden spiral, and factors. The 5 concepts that I discussed, and these are the main applications that we can find in nature. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rani, for very interesting presentation. I think it's very valuable to all of us. It gives so many information that enlighten our horizon of mathematics. And I see that your presentation is very good. I mean, I can conclude
Thank you.
that we can see mathematics everywhere in nature. We can see in plants, we can see in human bodies, and etc. And then I think it's conceptual mathematics that also can implement in the learning of mathematics in the classroom. Thank you very much. Now I will give the opportunity to all participants to pose questions to our keynote speaker. Untuk saudara-saudari mahasiswa bisa mengajukan pertanyaan untuk narasumber kita pada Ms. Rani, bisa langsung dan juga bisa mengetik di chat box. Dipersilakan.
TNS ada angka.
Ada pertanyaan, Pak.
Oke.
Pakai bahasa Inggris, Pak.
Oh, you can use English or you can also use bahasa Indonesia. Please, silakan.
Yes.
Please mention your name and your institution also. Please. Sebutkan nama dan juga asalnya dari kampus mana, universitas mana. Oke, silakan.
Curious. I know we can find the golden ratio, the golden pattern, golden ratio pattern in nature, and usually many of people just use that golden ratio pattern for artistic purpose. Golden ratio used in our life to solve a problem as a pi number or Euler numbers can do. So that's the questions I wanted to ask, Madam.
Ms. Rani, can you understand his question? The student
please
is
say
from
one more?
my mathematics department, mathematics education department from Patimura University. One of my students, Ezekiel Samuel. Can you understand his question?
He asked about the patterns that we are using in mathematics. Is it about
Ezekiel.
factors? Is it about factors?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is, many people just
Yes.
use golden ratio patterns for artistic purpose, but
Yes.
for what the golden ratio used in our life to solve a problem? So I just wanted to ask, for what the golden ratio used in our life to solve a problem? How you used the golden ratio to solve a problem in our lives as a pi and Euler's numbers?
Oh, what
That's
is
my
the use
question.
of golden ratio in our life?
Yeah, for solve a problem in our life as a pi numbers and Euler's numbers. Euler's
Now we can
numbers.
find, as I said you earlier, this golden ratio concept is used in case of beauty contest, everything. We are selecting the perfect lady of the world like that way. For that contest, the main concept using is the golden ratio. We are taking the structure of that lady and finding whether that structure is perfect or not, if it is obeying the rule of golden ratio. That means I show you the figure now. In case of a hand, it should be that ratio should be equal to 1.618. If it's not obeying that rule, that means that person is not in a perfect structure. Okay.
Okay,
It's
thank
one
you
of
so
the
much.
example only.
Yes, Kiel.
Yes, madam.
Yes, Kiel. Does Miss
And
Rani
also we can say that
answer satisfied? Okay. Okay.
the
Go on, please.
concept of golden angle, and now also in case of biology, lot of research papers are now also related with this golden angle, golden ratio, these concepts. Now also works are going on. For us, this is a simple thing because we know from the early stage itself what's, as a mathematics students, as a mathematicians, we all are interested in this concept. But in case of biologists, they are doing research works now also in this concept.
Okay, Joshua. Yes, Kiel. Are
Yeah,
you
pa.
satisfied with the answer from Miss Rani? Is that
Yes,
already
yes, I'm
satisfied?
satisfied. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
satisfied. Thank you, madam.
okay.
And it's
Okay.
used in number theory, also in optimization algorithm. In all that field, we can find the application of it, but it's in larger. Okay.
Okay, more question, please. You can type the question in chat box, or you can directly ask to our keynote speaker, to Miss Rani. Saudara-saudari mahasiswa, juga Bapak Ibu yang hadir dalam Zoom meeting ini, bisa mengajukan langsung pertanyaan ataupun mengetik di kolom chat. Dipersilakan. Dan saya akan membantu untuk menerjemahkan kepada pembicara kita. Silakan. Your Miss Rani,
Okay, sir.
your material can reach from the junior high school and also up to the university, because we talk about Fibonacci. So from the junior high school, and we can also implement in the higher education. So in my perception that it's very let's say, we can use for many concepts, not only in Fibonacci, but also as mentioned by Yeskiel, that we also can use a Euler number and also for some concept. So, in my opinion, it's very, very interesting, and we can extend to explore more concept in mathematics, as you present to all of us that in nature we can see many, many things that we can explore by using Fibonacci, and also we can explore by using other concept also. And that's my perception, and that's very, very interesting to all of us. Okay, saudara-saudari, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, okay, please go on, Ms. Rani.
Is the questions over?
I still waiting. I see in the chat box, but seems like there is no question.
Okay, let me say
So
some words to you.
oh, there's one question. Oh,
Okay.
from Professor Teresa Lawrence. She is a professor. in our department, mathematics education? That's her question. Can you see in the chat box?
Mathematics and nature
Mathematics and
are
nature are interconnected. Yeah.
means we can learn mathematics from nature. Can all plants and plant components evaluate the number pattern or other like can the golden square or human galaxy only get related
Yeah.
to the natural sequence? As I said, you not only golden spiral. Okay, phyllotaxy. You mean golden angle? I think so.
Because from the sun, flower sun, you make the spiral, and I mean, it's special from the one special flowers, or maybe we can get the content mathematics in another plant or another flower.
In case of flowers, the number of petals, that's always, I said that this is satisfied by 99% of flowers only, because there may be error even in human structure also, no? We can see some error present in this. So, most probably, 99% of flowers, petals, total number of petals is a Fibonacci number. Is this the man you mean?
It means besides Fibonacci number, we can get
Okay.
other sequence.
Okay, another sequence.
In the different flower. Okay.
Okay.
So if we want to teach student about the concept of sequence number, or we want to get the the rule of the sequence, we can make the project for them to try to get information about the flower, how to measure them, and maybe they can get one structure of number, and maybe can get, then that is a sequence. This is another sequence of the real number. Maybe like that. Can we do it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Because this is a good idea to how to teach mathematics in student, and we can say that for them we can teach them this is the mathematics is it's not the abstract, but it's real life. You can get it from the real life.
Yes.
It's
If we make some collaboration works with botany,
yes,
it's very interesting and high applications can be found. It can to have high reach.
Yeah. I mean, if like STEM, yeah, it's an idea for learning mathematics. Use a STEM approach.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Lawrence, for your question. Ms. Rani, as I mentioned to you previously, that after following your presentation, I see that Fibonacci and also some concept that you have showed to all of us, it also can be implemented in ethnomathematics. because now in Patimura University, the characteristic that they try to build in the mathematics education is archipelago. They're teaching mathematics by using the concept of archipelago. So following what you have present to all of us, and I think it's very flexible. So not only in natural, in terms of plants, in terms of human bodies, in terms of uh, some spaces, but also we can see the culture. The culture. I mean, the traditional houses and traditional clothes, dancing, dances, and etc. So it is very flexible. And then, as you said, that we see nature in the perspective of mathematics. So, very, very interesting your idea that you have shared with us today. Ya, Bapak Ibu, saudara-saudari mahasiswa, ada pertanyaan lagi? Silakan. Okay. Please, we're still waiting for maybe one or two questions, and then we can. Let's see. Dr. Lamena, the head of science department, do you have any question to our keynote speaker, please?
Thank you, Pak Dharma. I have not question. Thank you.
Oh, I see. Ms. Rani, this is our head in science department,
Yes.
Dr. Christina Lamena. I introduce her to you. Okay. Oh, I think no question. Any question, Dr. Lamena? No.
No.
Okay, no. Okay, seems like I don't know why very it's not much question as I mean maybe they still thinking about the question my students or maybe after this lecture, this guest lecture, maybe if they try to they still want to communicate with you regarding your presentation, maybe they will maybe contact you, my students. I mean, and then maybe is that possible?
It's no problem. You can.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, I thank you for the moment today with us,
Okay.
for sharing the knowledge and very, very valuable to us. And I hope we can collaborate maybe in the future for research and maybe for also other academic activities. Okay, maybe I leave
Okay,
it
sir.
back. Okay,
I am
please.
also truly honored to be the part of this program. Once again, I extend my sincere thanks to Professor Dharma for giving me this great opportunity to deliver guest lecture to the students. On behalf of St. Dominic's College, Kanjirippally, I also express my gratitude to all the faculty members and students of the Department of Mathematics Education for your presence. I would like to take this beautiful occasion to invite you all to Kerala, to our college, and also from our college, I am also like to make collaboration works with your university. And thank you once again. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
You're very welcome.
Okay,
Please
thanks.
send my greetings to Dr. Arun Raj.
Oh, sure.
Okay, I will leave it back to our host. Please, Feno. Maybe we will want to display your certificate as the keynote speaker to this guest lecture. Okay, to all audience in this
Thank you.
Zoom meeting, please give our applause to Miss Rani.
Thank you.
Okay, I will send it to you through
Okay, sir.
your email. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I leave it back to our host, Miss Feno. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guest lecture session is complete. We would like to express our gratitude to our keynote speakers for the highly inspiring and insightful materials. We also express our deepest appreciation to the moderator who guided the session as well. We hope that what has been shared will be beneficial to us. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for the documentation, we are going to have a photo session because we have a lot of screen page in this lecture. So I will take a few minutes to our team to take it. I will count from 1 to 3 to take your picture in every screen. Please be sure that. Please you turn on your camera and smile.
Mohon dinyalakan kameranya yang Bapak Ibu yang hadir di Zoom meeting pagi ini. Mohon dinyalakan kameranya. Kita akan ada pada sesi foto bersama.
Okay,
please count, Feno.
Okay, slide 1. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, next, slide 2. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, and the last slide. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you very much. The Honorable Ladies and Gentlemen, thus this lecture, Under the Dam Patterns of Nature, decoding the mathematics behind it in this time. We would like to express our deepest gratitude to our keynote speakers, Mis Rani Jose, B.Sc, M.Sc, Assistant Professor Depth of Mathematics, St. Dominic's College, Kanjirippally, Kerala, India, who has been our speakers and has provided us with very useful knowledge. We also express our gratitude to Vice Dean for Students Affairs, Operation and Alumni, Professor Dr. Anderson L. Palinusa, MPD, who has been present at this time. We also express our gratitude to the Head of Mathematics and Science Department, Dr. Christina M. La Amena, M.Sc. We also express our gratitude to the Chairman of Mathematics Education Study Program, Mr. Dharma Andreas Melawayan, MPD. We also express our gratitude to the lecturers of Mathematics Education Study Program, and we also express our gratitude to all participants who have attended guest lecture Under the Dam, Patterns of Nature, decoding the mathematics behind it. We hope this lecture can be beneficial for us. I'm Venusintia Kolemo. Take my leave. That's all, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Rani. Hope to see you again other occasion.
Okay.
Thank you, Mis Rani.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm leaving the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Miss Rani.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oke, itu dulu kan. Ya.
Live ya, Padar.